Meeting, I just had a couple of topics I wanted to touch on. First of all, I think everyone is aware that Premier Moe has announced a reopening plan, and yesterday, I guess, he confirmed that phase 1 will be May 30th. Now, this does not mean that we quit practicing the good practices we've been doing for the last number of months. What it means and what's going to determine whether we move to phase 2 or not is to get vaccinations done. Right now we've hit the threshold of over 40% or over 70% of those 40 and over have been vaccinated. The next threshold is 70% of those 30 and over, which is what we should be aiming at right now. So anyone that hasn't taken the steps to do that should seriously look at it. It's important, and I think it means a lot as to how our economy is going to roll out in this province. We can see in Ontario and Alberta that they're going to be behind us because they are still experiencing huge numbers of cases. And certainly here in Central West, I think we can take a good deal of pride in our work so far. It's, I think if you look at all the bar graphs and everything, we're pretty well leading the league in the province, so that's a great thing. The second thing I want to speak on is, I think all of you would have received census forms in the mail. It's very important that these get completed. There's a lot of things that are dependent on that census, including grants for our town here to do all the things that we have to do on a yearly basis. A lot of them are per capita grants, so we need everybody to make sure that it's filled out. I went online and did mine, and very simple to do, very easy to follow, lots of yes and no, and probably a 10-minute task. And the website is right on the notice that you got in the mail. So I would encourage everybody to get that done sooner rather than later. Thank you very much. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and that the Council of the Town of Kindersley, having established quorum, resolves to call the May 10th, 2021 regular meeting of Council to order at 5:03 p.m. I need a mover and a seconder. Chris, Warren, all in favor? Okay. Okay. Anyone see anything they want to move from the consent agenda to the regular agenda? I think it was mostly just reports and stuff. I don't think there was anything too exciting there. Agenda item 2.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the May 10th, 2021 regular meeting of Council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Mover, seconder, please. Randy, second. Rob, all in favor? Thank you. Anyone see anything on the agenda they wish to declare a conflict of interest on? Jenna and I took a quick run through this afternoon. I didn't see anything. Thank you. Okay, agenda item 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:05 p.m., that the regular meeting of Council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. I need mover and seconder on that, please. Rob, Warren, all in favor? Kindersley resolves to approve as presented the minutes from the April 26, 2021 regular meeting of Council, and that these minutes be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Have a mover and a seconder, please. Warren and Ron. All in favor? Okay, agenda item 7.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley directs staff to apply for a grant opportunity from the Federation of Canadian Municipalities Municipal Asset Management Program for citywide public works software. Therefore, be it therefore resolved that the Council of the Town of Kindersley commits to conducting the following activities in its proposed project submitted to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities Municipal Asset Management Program to advance our asset management program, citywide route patrol software, and citywide citizen request portal implementation. Be it further resolved that the Council of the Town of Kindersley commits $3,300 from its budget towards the total cost of $16,500 for this initiative. Kim, did you want to speak on that?
Sure. So this is a funding opportunity that we have, and in order to submit the grant application, we need a council resolution to attach to it. So basically, this is just stating that we wish to apply for this funding program, and if we're successful, then we would put $3,300 towards the program, and they would be paying the other 80% of the cost.
Okay, thanks. Any questions, Council? If not, I need a mover and a seconder. Gary and Chris? All in favor? Gary. Yep. Okay, agenda item 7.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley approves the town's fee schedule related to planning and development as attached to and forming a part of these minutes. Again, Kim, do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Sure. So this is our fee schedule for the Planning and Development Department. The last time that council seen these fees and that there was any changes made to them, it was back in March of 2016. So we've reviewed the fees, and there's a few that we're proposing to increase. One of them being the discretionary use application fee. It used to be a $40 fee. We're suggesting that go to $100. And that basically it doesn't even probably cover our costs for implementation of the application due to having to do the notices to the 75-meter radius and that kind of thing. And then a lot of the other permit fees were $40, and we're proposing to put those up to $50. So those are things like the demolition permit, occupancy permit, swimming pool permit, those type of things.
Okay. Any questions, Council? If not, can I have a mover and a seconder for the motion? Randy, second. Rob, all in favor? Carried, thank you. Okay. Agenda item 7.3. That the Council of Town of Kindersley resolves that in relation to subdivision of Bearland condominium units T0361-21S for a proposed Bearland condominium units in the Town of Kindersley in the Community Planning District of the Government of Saskatchewan's request that the Council of the Town of Kindersley comment on the application. That the Council of the Town of Kindersley is not aware of any land or site conditions that would be incompatible with the intended use of the proposed application, and that the Council of the Town of Kindersley does not have any facilities affected by the proposed development, and that the intended use of this land listed on the application complies with the Town of Kindersley zoning bylaw 0414, and that the Council of the Town of Kindersley does not require the applicant to provide municipal reserve land, as they're exempt from providing municipal reserve land since it involves land previously subject to the requirement, and that the Council of the Town of Kindersley does not require the applicant to enter into a servicing agreement. CAO Audrey?
I'll let Deputy
Kim speak on it.
So this is land that's located in Brook Hollow. It's just north and actually west of the townhomes that are located there. This land was previously subdivided into Bearland condominium units, and the developer is just wanting to change basically the lots and blocks as to how he had it in the past subdivision. So we've reviewed the application and we don't see any reason why we wouldn't recommend this to go forward.
Council, any questions, thoughts? Seeing none, can I have a mover seconder, please? Gary and Randy. Gary, all in favor? Gary, thank you. Agenda item 7.4, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to direct the Mayor and CAO to enter into agreement with the Ministry of Government Relations for the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program. Got about 30 pages. Kim, I tried to give you a break on the last time, but this one's yours.
So we applied for a grant. It was under the active transportation module, and we were successful. So it's a project that is just over $2 million, $2,020,851. The Saskatchewan government is going to contribute 33.33%, and Canada's contribution, the federal government, is going to commit 40%. So basically, out of that just over $2 million, they're going to be paying 73.33%. This grant is going to do quite a few upgrades to our infrastructure in town. A lot of sidewalks throughout the community will be redone. We'll be adding some new sidewalks. The walking trail will be resurfaced, and then we're also going to add another leg of the walking trail, so another loop basically, and then a new sidewalk along Thompson Drive, and also connecting down Ditson from the walking trail as well. So we'll see quite a bit of work done this summer, and our pavers and concrete contractor will be here at the beginning of June. So kind of exciting.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we thank you, Kim, for the work you did on this. This was a good win for us to get a lot of things done that we've been talking about for a few years, but haven't necessarily had the funds to do them. So it's going to be exciting to get all that completed. Council, any questions at all? Councillor Baker.
Yeah, just for clarification, the remaining portion of the existing trail that has not been paved, that's getting done?
That will get paved, yes. So it will the whole existing trail, including the non-paved part, will get paved, and then we also have another loop that goes further east, and two connectors to the existing. And there's also a trail that goes out into Brook Hollow where there's future green space planned for that development.
Yeah, so additional entry points into the trail
Correct.
as well.
Yes.
Anything else? If not, I need a mover and a seconder, please. Chris? Warren? All in favor? Carried. Okay, and agenda item 7.5, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley appoints Jenna Risling as the designated records officer, or a DRO, and that the attached disposal request form and letter addressed to the Saskatchewan Archives Board in Regina be sent in with the retention and disposal schedule. Basically, this is a disposal of records that go back to 2008 and forward. Storage is an issue for everybody. We all go through these.
Yeah, it's per the standard that is set out by the government with
Yeah.
what we can get rid of and when.
So this is what we're doing. Do I have a mover and second for that? Warren? All in favor? Thank you. Okay. Okay, that the agenda item 8.1, that the council of the town of Kindersley resolve to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the town of Kindersley in the amount of $266,268.04, and that a copy of said accounts be attached to and form a part of the minutes of this meeting. Did you have any queries on this, CAO Audrey?
I do not, no.
Anybody see anything now they want to query? A lot of it is, I guess there's some work on water mains and payroll and deposit on a ladder truck, I think is part of it there. Yeah. So, nothing.
I do have one, Rod. It's that pro-built structure one. It's lagoon aeration. Like,
That's the roof that blew off.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
That was a
we
sh-
have an insurance claim on that.
Yeah.
Any other ones, anybody? Councillor Schaefer.
Just the Ace irrigation, Parks irrigation for 10,987.
I don't know what that is off the top of my head.
No.
I'll have to go look.
I was just curious as to what the.
I think that's for, the start of Kinsman Park, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not sure where he is at that, but that's.
Yeah,
I think
they're out
that's-
here right now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
I saw the truck today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's any other questions, could I have a mover and a second before Chris and Randy? All in favor? Thank you. Okay, now the reading lesson begins. Agenda item 9.1, whereas the province of Saskatchewan has declared May 9th to the 15th, 2021 as Economic Development Week in Saskatchewan, and whereas community and economic developers promote economic well-being and quality of life for their communities by creating, retaining, and expanding businesses that facilitate growth, enhance wealth, and provide a stable tax base, and whereas community and economic developers stimulate and incubate entrepreneurism in order to help establish the next generation of new businesses, which is the foundation of the Saskatchewan economy. And whereas community and economic developers attract and retain high-quality jobs, develop vibrant communities, and improve the quality of life in their regions, and therefore I, Mayor Rod Perkins, do hereby proclaim the week of May 9th to the 15th, 2021 to be Economic Development Week in the town of Kindersley, and that the Council of the town of Kindersley encourages residents to continue to shop local. Need a mover and a seconder for that, please. Mover, Gary, sorry, I didn't see Randy sleeping. Second, Warren. You were just nodding off there.
Yeah, it's already a contract from full time.
Oh,
Date the retail store there.
all in favor? Thank you. Okay, again, agenda item 9.2, whereas Canada has declared May 16th to the 22nd, 2021 as Canadian Royal Purple Week, and whereas this Canadian Society of fun-loving, dynamic, dedicated volunteers help children in their communities, and whereas this nationally incorporated not-for-profit organization provides a forum for like-minded individuals to come together to make a difference in their communities, whereas local decision-making and the opportunity to learn builds sustainability, and whereas the principle of Canadian Royal Purple, justice, charity, love, and service provide a strong foundation to learn and prosper, whereas the impact of the volunteer work of Canadian Royal Purple members serves each lodge's community, whereas membership is open to a resident of Canada who has reached 14 years of age, who supports democratic and lawful government and purposes and objectives of the Canadian Royal Purple Society, Whereas Royal Purple is a valuable asset to our community, Kindersley Lodge 385 has existed since 2017, and Royal Purple has existed in Canada since 1914. Therefore, I, Mayor Rob Perkins, do hereby proclaim the week of May 16th to the 22nd, 2021 as Canadian Royal Purple Week in the town of Kindersley, and that the Council of the town of Kindersley hereby recognizes Canadian Royal Purple for their significant impact it has made and continue to make in our community. I need a mover and a seconder, please. Randy, second, Chris. All in favor? Agenda 10.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which includes the following items for acceptance and filing. There's 3 board minute meetings from Worley from February, March, and April. April 21 newsletter, Sask Power Wood Pole Maintenance Program, and our Sask Water April 2021 monthly report. I think that we already decided not to bring any of these forward. They're just correspondence for filing. So could I have a mover and seconder, please, for motion? Rob, second, Jerry. All in favor? Jerry. Thank you. Agenda item 14.1, that the Council of Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the May 10th, 2021 regular meeting of the Council be adjourned at 7:25 p.m. Mover, seconder, please. Randy and Warren.